everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel of Pro NSW Vids, and this afternoon is my thoughts on the rise and I'm talking rapid rise of Isaiya Katoa from the Dolphins and the season he's having so far, because wow, it's been a great season by Isaiya Katoa, considering he's only about 20 years old, not even close to 25 yet. It's quite scary the potential he does have in the game for the next like 10 to 15 years potentially. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. Like, honestly, he's just such a gun player, and I'm telling you, Dolphins, ever since they came into the competition, they were very lucky to land a talent like Isaiya Katoa, and results are showing why. He's very, very smart. His IQ for the game is excellent, and yeah, he's obviously a talent. So I'm sure Christian Wolf is stoked to have him as their 7 for a long time as well. But as always, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, thank you for all the new support recently. Next channel goal is 5,500 subscribers, so that's the next goal for the channel. So yeah, if you are new watching right now, don't be afraid to subscribe and enjoy more footy content by myself, and yeah, like the video too. But yeah, just a whole brief discussion about Isaiya Katoa, because I've been very impressed with him this year. Like, honestly, look, he's so young, but he's such a great, talented player. And, you know, obviously we talk about players who could have second-year syndrome, players that are young that could collapse because of pressure and whatever, especially being a half. Like, that's where most young halves fail, because they're the main man and they can't handle it. But I'm telling you, Katoa is different. He's not like that. So here we go. Let's talk about Isaiya Katoa. Can I just say, it's crazy that Isaiya Katoa has already played for the Tongan international side when he was about 19 years old in 2022. And he's already, you know, become the foundation 7 for a guy that young for the Dolphins, their first ever recognised 7. Because Dolphins, when they first started, could have signed like a much more experienced half if there were any available, which I don't think there really were, apart from Sean O'Sullivan. They signed Milford and Nicarima, all these guys that are not really, I guess, well, were considered consistent first graders at their previous clubs. But, you know, throwing the bank and just the risk at Isaiya Katoa to be the Dolphins' foundation 7 for a long time too. It's just crazy how much he's grown and how much he's taken on these roles of being the player he is. Also, just recently will be not in the official squad, but he's in the Blues training setups for this week, because he's like a couple of players have been invited to the Blues camp. He's going to be running demonstrations of like the actual Blues players, running sessions with them, and not going to play or anything, but he's just there to be part of the Blues squad. So achieving that all under the age of 25 is crazy, in my honest opinion. And his ceiling is that high. It's scary what he could achieve in the next couple of years, like I said. But, you know, can he win the Daily M? I think he certainly can. Like, now that Luke Metcalf's out for the rest of the year with an ACL injury. Now, let me just say, Metcalf out for the year is a horrible blow for the Warriors, and also a big blow for him, because this was Metcalf's prime year, playing the best footy that we've ever seen him play, looking like a real prospect for big things to come for the Warriors for the remainder of 2025. But now he suffered that ACL injury. Not confirmed yet, but it's suspected it's an ACL. So if that's the case, he's gone for the rest of the year, and any hope of him winning the Daily M is completely gone now. That's why I think Isaiya Katoa is the next man up for potentially taking out that Daily M award. I know there's a few candidates up there for the role, like Tedesco, probably, Pappenhausen, probably Payne Haas. You know, there's plenty of names up there for the Daily M position this year. But I think now that the leaderboard's gone behind closed doors, expect the Dolphins' form and the way Isaiya Katoa is assisting in how good the Dolphins are playing, expect him to be really up there now with like those top tier names for the Daily M award for this year. Because yeah, it's scary how well he's playing. Like, he's been better than a lot of halves this year. I'll go on record to say he's been better than Jerome Luai. He's been better than Nathan Cleary for the whole year. I know Cleary's playing good footy now, but for the whole year overall, he's been better than Cleary. He's been better than, I think, Jerome Hughes as well. That's a tough one, I think, but he's been better than Hughes, I reckon. Um, yeah, look, he's a real talent. Without putting too much pressure on him, he's a real talent. And yeah, he is someone that I think Dolphins will forever be grateful for having in their team and just being there from the very beginning, especially being so young and having to take on such a big opportunity of being the face of this new NRL club, which he moved from Sydney to Queensland, at a very young age, under 20 years old. And, obviously from New Zealand, but grew up a lot in Sydney, played for the Penrith Panthers junior system. And again, shout out to the Penrith Panthers junior system. They produce some of the best talent in this country. And yeah, is another product of a Penrith successful junior. And, I think if Penrith had their time again, they probably would have tried to keep Isaiya Katoa, but I guess Isaiah Katoa had itchy feet to play NRL, have a bit more of a pathway to the NRL, which I don't blame him for, because obviously Luai, Cleary were the halves at the time, and they had, a lot of other young guys coming up as well, like Jack Cole and all that, but obviously Katoa is better than those a couple of guys now, I reckon. But oh well, you can't keep them all. But obviously, Dolphins have got themselves a great seven. One that speaks very well, actually, because against the Rabbitohs last week, it was the first time he was ever the captain of a team, and at the age of 21, he was, I think, the youngest captain ever. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if there's any younger captains than Isaiya Katoa, but there wouldn't be many if there was. And the fact Katoa is already the captain of been the captain of the Dolphins, been invited to the Blues squad for the week, and, obviously has been re-signed for a long-term deal by the Dolphins. It just shows that he's just such a special player, and that begs the question: how good could he actually get? That's what I'm trying to wonder. Like, how good can Isaiya Katoa get? Because his ceiling's huge. He's got so much to give to the game. He's probably the Tongan 7 going forward for a long time as well. So there's a lot of good things there about Katoa that I think will be something to look back on when his career does eventually finish up, which won't be until a very long time. But yeah, Dolphins fans, you should be more than privileged to have such a talent like Isaiya Katoa in your team. And what a special player he is, man. He's been the backbone of some of those great Dolphins wins this year, like against the Storm at Suncorp. Excellent game. Against the Panthers early in the year. Excellent game. And, in the 3 of the last 4 Dolphins games, they've put 50 on teams. Like against the Dragons, great game. Against the, Cowboys, great game as well. Knights, obviously, was a bit of a tough game. Don't know how they lost that, but yeah, can't win them all. And recently, up against the Rabbitohs, excellent game. And I believe he's leading try assists as well with 24 for the year. 24 try assists for the year. So he's like 7 try assists in front of like halves like Moses, DCE, Hughes, and all them. So yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. So Isaiya Katoa, what a great year he's having, and I hope he wins the Daily M. I think he can, and I hope he does. But what do you think about Isaiya Katoa this year? Yeah, what's your honest thoughts on him? Because I believe he's a special talent, and the way he's playing this season screams of so much potential to give to the game for the next long time of his career, pretty much. But thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and have a good rest of your afternoon.